I'm going to work with flamenco scarf yarn burgundy silver, and the first thing we need to do is get a tail of about 4 feet long. Just kind of estimate what 4 feet would be. There we go. And then we're going to make a slip knot. So to make a slip knot, you take your yarn, wrap it around your other hand, and wrap this part towards the back, and then you'll take the free hand, put it through here, and grab this part and put your hand all the way through. And then you'll just kind of adjust the tension from here. Just kind of make it so it's a little bit loose on your arm. Just about there is good. Then to start working, casting onto your arm, we're going to figure out this is our tail right here. It's towards the back. This is our working yarn, which is attached to our ball of yarn. So this part is going to be in front and this part is going to be in the back. And we'll take these two fingers, your thumb and your index finger, put it in between these two pieces of yarn here, and then you're going to spread out all your fingers and then pull up like this. And then what you'll have is 4 lines of yarn right here. And then next thing you'll do is take your right hand, put it underneath this first one here. If you want, you can hold it like this and then put it underneath. I usually just leave my hand open like this. So just take it, put it underneath. Then we'll skip the second one here. If you can see, skip the second one. And then this third one here, we're going to grab this and kind of put our hands through here like that. And then you'll just have to adjust the tension. Just kind of let go and adjust the tension like that. There we go. So it's still a little bit loose, not super tight on there. Then we'll do that again. So this is still our yarn that is attached to the ball. This is the yarn that is the tail. And we're actually working with the tail to cast on these right here. So we'll take these two fingers and put them through here, spread out your fingers and pull up like this. And then you go underneath this one, skip that second one here, and then pull up on this one, and then put your hand through everything like that. And then just adjust it. And then we'll do that again. These two fingers, pull up, underneath, grab this one, and then there you go. Okay, so we have 5 loops cast onto our wrist or our arm, and I'm just going to do 5. Some people do more, some people do less. It's whatever you want to do, but 5 is a good amount if you're working with scarf yarn, because scarf yarn is already thick. So what we're going to do is start knitting these loops onto this wrist, and to do that we're going to set aside our tail. So that's the tail. We don't want to work with that anymore. We're just going to work with our yarn that is attached to the ball, our working yarn. So we're going to loop this over our thumb and then grab it like this. And then with your free hand, take that loop that is closest to your hand and pull it over like this. Then keep holding on to this part here. You're going to turn your hand towards you like that, and then let your hand go through here like that. And then you have to adjust this tension here. You probably have to pull the tail a little bit to adjust the tension. And that's about good right there. So then we'll start again, where you put this part over your thumb and grab it with your right hand. Take your left hand and pull this next loop over. Turn your right hand towards you with your palm facing you. Then you'll have this loop right here. You're going to put your left hand through that loop onto your wrist. And then just pull that so there's a good amount of tension. And then we'll do it again. You're holding on to it like this. And grab the next loop. Pull up. Put your hand through here. And adjust tension. And then grab it. Next loop over. Pull up. Put your hand through. And grab it. That one over. Pull up. Hand through. And then you got all 5 of them onto your left hand. And you're starting to knit. So then we're going to start to knit from this hand to this hand, back over here. So we're going to do the same thing, just opposite. And then put this yarn over here, grab it, take this first loop here, and pull it over, and then turn your hand towards you, and then take this hand and put it through this loop here, like that. And then just pull it so you can adjust the tension. And then you're going to grab hold of it again. I got a little twisted here. Let's make sure we do the right one. This one here, you're going to take this off and let go. And then put your hand through this loop here. And then grab it like this. Take this loop off. And then put your hand through this one. And just keep going. That. Trust me, it'll get easier as you practice. And then you got them all on this hand again. And we'll just keep going the same way. And sometimes this will be like really loose, but no worries, it'll still turn out good. This right here. Probably need to adjust the tension. There we go. And then you just keep going along that way. Keep going back and forth on your wrist. And I usually do my scarves about 4.5 feet or so. Just depends on how long you want to do it. It looks nice doubled up, so 4.5 feet is usually a good length for me. And then I will show you how you can cast off after I get this part back onto. It doesn't really matter which wrist you have it on to cast off. You can do either one. And then actually it does matter, because you want to have it so this is on the opposite side, so you'd probably want it on the other wrist. Okay, let's do that. Forgot about that part. So we'll go back over here. So yeah, if you started on your right wrist, then you want to finish start finishing when all your yarn is on your right wrist. So now we're going to start casting off, but we're going to use our left arm to do it. So we'll do the same thing as we've been doing. Just loop these over here. And then once you have two, you're going to take this back one here and pull it over this hand, and then just kind of let go and adjust tension from there. Then you'll still have the one on there, the second one you had pulled over. Then you're going to go back to this one and do the same thing you've been doing. Put it through. And then now you have two again. So you're going to take this back one and put it over the front one. And then adjust. And then do the same thing over again. This through here. Take that back one and put it over the first one. Okay. And then we'll have this part here. We don't want to let that go through just yet. So you have this loop here. What you can do, I don't have a scissors right around me, but pretend like I do, and we'll pretend like we cut it here. Just pull it all the way through, and then go back to your beginning part. And what we'll do with the tail right here is make sure it's all lined up correctly where it's not twisted or anything. And we're going to line it up like this. And of course you'd make it longer than this. I just wanted to show you how to cast off. Line it up. So we've got this here. And then just take this tail and we're just going to thread it through the top part up here. Doesn't matter which hole, just kind of do this. Just make sure it's all lined up good. Oops, try that again. This hole works. And this one. And then once you get to the end, which is about here, we have this part that we pretended like we cut off. And then you'll just tie these two together in a knot. And then you'll have your scarf. And it'll be a lot longer than this, but it'll look really nice. All right. Thanks for watching.